Well, now we're in the TCL kitchen for a twist on sides using your summer veggies in your garden. Veggies are a delicious treat and a delicious way to use sides.
Yes, they are. We have the owner of Cafe 421, Antigoni McCloud, with us. Hi, Tig. Nice to see you.
Nice to see
she
you
starts
too.
it with a hug.
I do.
That's a good way to get going. So you have zucchini, eggplant, and green beans,
Yes.
which are things that, well, everybody, I mean, if you have zucchini growing, you have 8,000 of them.
Exactly. So that's sort of the point today, to figure out some new fun ways to use some of that summer bounty that everyone has in their gardens right now.
I like it. Okay, so what are we doing?
Well, I'm just going to start by the zucchini, like you mentioned. Everyone has a gazillion of them, and everyone wants to give you a million of them. And so, like you were saying, you've made zucchini fritters, you've made zucchini bread. I'm going to show you a new twist on a zucchini fritter. This is a more Greek-style fritter.
Nice.
And it has feta cheese in it, and it has fresh mint in it, and then grated zucchini.
So you grate the zucchini, put everything together, and what's kind of holding it together?
So there's some panko breadcrumbs holding it together, and some egg, the basic sort of ingredients for binding.
So it's a little dough type of deal,
It's a little dough, so it's like a little fried nugget of goodness.
Hello, lover.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
So we're gonna put these in the hot oil to start frying.
Yep, and those will just take a little bit.
Yep, and it's really simple. When I was a kid, I went to Greece a lot, and my grandmother fried a lot of vegetables. And she never used a thermometer or anything like that. So when I do this sort of thing, I do it by feel and I do it by look. When I see the oil starting to glisten and maybe have a few smoke waves coming up, that's when I throw it in.
Is this good, or would you like this to be a little hotter?
I would like it to be a little bit hotter, but you know.
Actually working? I mean, would that help?
Pretend that it's working,
you
John.
can see little tiny bubbles.
Yeah.
Now, is this going to be, are we like reducing the health content of our vegetables by doing this? Is that what's going on here?
You know, anytime you cook a vegetable, you start to reduce some of the nutritional value of it.
Okay.
But
I'm cool with it.
One of my favorite quotes is of Padma Lakshmi from Top Chef, who said, "You could fry my toe and it would be delicious." And so you, for example, aren't a huge fan of zucchini and eggplant, I imagine.
I imagine as well.
But I think you'll like these because they're deep fried.
Oh, okay.
And so they mask some of those flavors that people don't care
oil, which, I mean, is a good option. Okay.
Exactly.
And then you have some dip sauce. Is this your tzatziki sauce?
This is a tzatziki, and I'm not demonstrating that because we've made it so many times, but I know you love it.
I make this, your recipe, Tig, regularly, and if you know, tzatziki sauce is like a cucumber Greek yogurt sauce, but Tig's is a little different because it has sour cream in it, and I think that makes all the difference in the world.
It gives it a creamy sort of backbone. So go ahead and dig in and try one of those.
Can you tell us about the emotional significance of the dress that you're wearing today, Antigoni?
This dress, for all of you out there, is the first dress that I wore on Twin Cities Live 3 years ago. So this is my 3-year anniversary, sort of.
We love it.
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional. I'm going to put it out there.
I'm getting
a little tear.
I can't tell if it's the deliciousness of the zucchini or that story that's making me tear up.
I'm going to be honest. I've been wearing the same socks for the last 3 years, so it's kind of the same type of deal.
It's really awkward.
This is really good.
Now they're going.
Now they're
I like
going.
that tzatziki. You know, you've brought this on a number of times.
Good.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like this particular recipe, I like it best.
What do you think that it is about it? Is it that it's not super yogurty?
It's the sour cream.
The sour cream.
I rest my case. It is the sour cream. Oh, it's so good. Okay, you want to do something with eggplant too?
Yeah. So eggplant is a vegetable that I find a lot of people don't quite know how to work with. There's some finesse involved to it, and this sort of takes out some of that finessing. You don't have to salt it or anything like that. We're frying eggplant again, and we're doing the basic steps of frying, which is dredging it in flour. And a mistake that a lot of people make is that they don't season all of the steps. So there's salt and pepper in the flour.
Good.
And then dip it in the egg.
That is a really good tip.
Yes. And you want to let some of the excess egg drip off. And then here what we have are panko breadcrumbs, which are nice and crisp and fluffy.
So good.
And I've made my own sort of Italian crumb mix, and it has Parmesan cheese, basil, and fresh parsley and garlic powder in there, and I like to pat it down so it's nice and coated like that.
Don't be stingy with the coating.
No, ma'am. Dip it in there, and you want to stick it into the frying part of it. And you'll find, like my apartment, the floor is uneven. So when I was frying at home, this end of the pan was really hot and that wasn't. So you have to kind of ooch stuff around.
You have to walk like this?
Yes. I'm uneven on one side. And this tool, if you don't have one, it's a fish spatula. This is perfect for flipping.
Really useful.
Yep. And all the oil drips off and it makes it really easy. And if you use a dish like this with a lip, you can flip them nicely.
Okay. And you serve it caprese salad style.
That is correct.
And this, oh, you're getting a little bite of that. See, I want to get a bite of everything in there. This is so tough.
What happened there?
Yeah, good.
What happened there?
What do you think?
You like
you
that?
made it good.
Fried up eggplant. Okay, Tig also has a recipe for Greek green beans that we have on our website. So if you're interested in using up some of those beans, you can grab that. And all these recipes are on TwinCitiesLive.com. Just click on food.
Yeah, very
Antigoni,
good.
Awesome.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
You're a great contributor to this show. We really appreciate all your help.
Thank you. I love being here.
Oh, good.